This church has a dear friend from Argentina, and her name is Theresa. Theresa has been translating our weekly lesson sermons into Spanish, as well as recording an audio file, sending them to us, and we feature it on our website. And she's been doing that faithfully for a long time. Theresa's family recently had a wonderful healing, and she sent it in, and I'd like to read it. But before I do, I'd also like to give thanks to another dear friend of this church, Carla from New York, who was so helpful in translating it into English for us. This is Theresa's testimony. The past 2 weeks I've been working a lot because my husband's sister was admitted to the hospital in a coma, unconscious, with a septic shock called infectious, and with an organic paralysis which would make it almost impossible for her to recover. Upon hearing this, her 2 daughters came from Chicago to Buenos Aires to say goodbye to their mother. Daily, I went to the hospital and applied the teachings given by our beloved leader, that infections should be denounced, and also that the temporal and unreal never can touch the eternal and real. I sang to her Mrs. Eddy's hymns, especially hymn number 160. The second day, I told my husband to say something to her, since they deeply love each other as brother and sister. And she opened her eyes. Also, I loudly spoke some truths of the science to her, knowing that God's being is never lost in unconsciousness. At home, I stayed close to the chapter of prayer in Science and Health. The following Monday, she was moved to intermediate care because she showed noticeable improvements. The doctors had been doing tests to find the cause of the coma, but could find nothing. Her entire body was healthy. This is a clear example of the statement in Science and Health which says, "There is no cause outside of erring, mortal, material sense, which is not power, able to make you sick or sinful." I have understood from this experience the truth of God and man, that love restores everything to its spiritual original, into the expression of truth. The next Saturday, we were greeted by her with singing and praises of love. She was well. My nieces will return to the United States, leaving their mother healed and safe. The doctors are saying that it was a miracle. What do you think? The following day, the doctors were repeating that it was a miracle. This is evidence that the power of God is present. Tell me if this healing wouldn't cause us all to leave our all on the altar of truth, as did Abraham.